Marathon. Look, here's the thing about Marathon. I don't want Bungie to die. I don't want Bungie to explode into a giant burst of fiery flames. Through the fire and the flames, we carry on. That's what I always say. I grew up on Bungie games, but I also, over the last decade, have had absolutely no reason to respect Bungie in any capacity, and I don't really feel like people who play Bungie games have much of a reason to respect Bungie anyways. So when Bungie comes out and tries to offer a priced extraction shooter with stolen assets, with bog standard gameplay, with obvious problems, yeah, I'm gonna laugh at it, because it's basically just Concord 2 at that point. So they delay the game, they say they're working on it, they say they're fixing it, and then who else but Jeff Keighley drops the re-reveal teaser with a release window and still a $40 price tag. That's really gonna win people back over to your side. Hey, listen, we were trying to sell you this game with a bunch of stolen assets and dog shit ideas, but we swept out most of the stolen assets. Still give us money, please. Definitely don't play Arc Raiders over this. Definitely don't play Tarkov over this. Come give yourself a stroke looking at these colors, and we promise there's no more stolen art in the game. $40, please. Like, I just don't care. And look, by all accounts of the new playtest, the most recent playtests, by all accounts, the game's better now. Good job, you went from a shit to a poo. I'm so proud of you, Bungie. You sure are worth several $billion, apparently. But to all the people trying to say that Marathon is actually some great piece of extraction shooter art nowadays, like, sorry for being a pessimist, wouldn't they be leading with that? And it's totally possible, I'm just being cynical. I know there are people in the latest playtest who have played a lot of it and posted a decent amount of footage of it. But for a company who's really desperate to get people to come back around to their game, Bungie themselves seem to be weirdly hesitant to let people play the game. And I just find that strange, especially when there's still a $40 fucking price tag attached to it. And like, look at this post from Jeff Keighley. Like, look at this gameplay. Like, look at this new trailer. This looks the same. From an outside perspective, this is what Bungie needs to understand and what the Marathon defenders need to understand. From an outside perspective, this looks the same. The game looks exactly the same, and the trailer is cut the exact same way as every other AAA PvP game and every other AAA multiplayer game. It looks the fucking same. As an outside perspective, the kind of person that you would need for this game to be successful, I don't see what there is here that wasn't there before. So I quote tweeted and said, they delayed it a year and it looks exactly the same. Uh-oh, I have a special power. Oops. I don't understand what I do that makes certain things get traction, certain other things get traction. I don't get it. But we're gonna go through the angry responses that I got, because I got some very angry responses, partially from Sony ponies being upset that I criticized the new PlayStation game, partially from Bungie fanboys and Destiny fanboys upset that I didn't see the tiny differences in this trailer, that I was somehow supposed to just absorb them through my brain and understand all the differences. And the best part of this is you're going to find a common theme through all of these angry tweets. Not a single person can actually articulate what's different about it. And that's why I am remaining cynical about Marathon. Marathon, as it was originally presented to us, was dog shit. They delay the game. Now they bring it back. And despite there being a bunch of fans for it, a bunch of fanboys for it, I'm still not really seeing what we're supposed to take away from this over the original version. Prime example here. Shrouded Gaming responds, says, lol, Joe be blind, chat. Aw man, Shrouded Gaming sure did get me. Let me just hover over his profile and, hashtag Destiny 2 creator. How fascinating this is. Robot Insanity says, me when I'm a bumbling retard. Hover over his profile, it says, Marathon shill. I wonder if this is going to be a trend. Shady says, me when I lie, cause hating on Bungie is cool. Which is, are you seeing it? Are you seeing what's happening here? You just don't see the difference cause you hate Bungie. It's nuh-uh, you just can't see the difference. I won't tell you what the difference is. I won't explain what the difference is. You just don't like Bungie. You're just a hater, Joe. That's the problem. The problem is that hating on Bungie is cool. Never mind the fact that Bungie has done an infinite number of things that make them perfectly hateable. Never mind the fact that hating on Bungie is perfectly justified in the current year. But Joe, you just can't criticize Marathon because hating on Bungie is cool. Some really, really amazing thoughts happening in the Bungie fan base. It really is great over there. I can't imagine how we've gotten to the point where Bungie is just confidently feeding you extraction shooter $40 slop. Man, what made them so confident they could get away with that? It's a mystery. Grelon Dusk says, nah, it looks notably different visual-wise. The playtest looked really matte and more pastel, though I personally liked the art style it had. Okay, so they changed the art style. They changed the visuals. First of all, no, not to any significant degree. But second of all, Is that really what you think is the most important thing here? But also, you want to see something funny? Duragi says, wait until you all see the next GTA 6 trailer before the next delay. So, did you catch that? Did you catch what's happening here? We simultaneously have people saying, no, Joe, it does look different. The game does look different. You idiot, it does look different. While there are also people saying, no, the game doesn't look different, and that's okay. We literally have people arguing both sides at the same time. Don't say the game looks the same. The game totally looks different. But also, fuck you for pointing out the game looks the same. It's fine that the game looks the same. Bungie fans bringing their absolute best takes to this. What's this one say? Green says it's because of the legal matters, that's why they delayed it. Yeah, no, totally. This game was 100% coming out if not for the legal matters. At Ready PS Home says the hatred that Bungie is facing is the same as that endured by Ubisoft, except that one is making creative efforts, unlike the other. Wait, so is this a defense of Bungie or a defense of Ubisoft? Because you are aware that more than one corporation is capable of doing things worthy of getting shit on by the internet, right? I don't even know what this is. Dr. Glitchy says Pirate Nation follower spotted. Because you know you're on the winning side of the argument when somebody says something that you disagree with, and instead of disagreeing with them, you go look through their follower list to find someone that they follow that you don't like. That's how you know you're on the winning side of the debate. Cool. And then a bunch of people were just copying each other. Like Scar says, me when I have clear vision problems. Lords of the Fallen 2 says you must be blind. Lunchi says you're blind as fuck. Name I can't read says bro is blind. Like you guys need to get better memes. You can't just copy everyone else's memes and use them back at me. But also see above point about how literally none of this helps me understand the difference. And it's extra ironic when you consider comments like this where people are like, yeah, no, it looks the same, but it's okay. So it's like the difference, like even in your own fan base, you can't agree on whether or not it actually looks substantially different. But like if you think I'm wrong for saying it doesn't look different, sure, tell me why. Explain to me why. Show me what's different. At least this guy tried. He says, did you even look at the new lighting for the outside spaces? Wait, no, that's actually retarded. No, of course I wasn't analyzing the outside space lighting. Because when a game is complete dog shit, then it gets delayed for several months and comes back and keeps the $40 price tag, the first thing I'm looking for is the lighting and the outside spaces. Thank you, Mythos Omega. Go get a new barber. This one sucks ass. Look, I genuinely hope Marathon is better this time around. I genuinely hope it is better. But if you're in the camp of people who are like, look, Marathon's really cool, I want people to try Marathon, I really like Marathon, I want people to play it, you have to realize you're fighting a losing battle, and you have to realize these tactics don't work. Bungie fucked up the first impression already, and that's not my fault. And if Bungie is putting a lot of work into fixing their problems and making the game better, great. They're not doing a good job of making that clear though. And again, that's not my fault. Acting like it is my fault, and acting like it is the fault of people like me who just don't see the difference in the old version and the new version from an outside perspective. If your tactic with people like me is to just yell at us and tell us we're stupid because we don't see the difference, then this truly will be Concord 2. I hope you enjoy it for the 2 weeks it's online. I'm going to go drink coffee after I do the Doofus Club, and then all of you are going to cry. All of you. Every single one of you is going to cry. I've decided. Doofus Club time. I don't know why I said any of that. I own 20 copies of The Terminator on Laserdisc. The Gamer 127YT, Baron Von Vader, Harms, Flopping Pigs 97, Dan Porter Bridges, Unicorn Raku, Goji Fan 2005, Harmon Smith, Third Chin, Biscuit 111, Nate, Lord Charlie King, Boys Upside Down, Bella 310 Char, Wild Gamer 2001, I came, Winky, I gooned, but I saw nothing. Dog makes the Dirty Mike and the boys. The other day, 7 dozen eggs. Max Killer V2 Gaming Elite. I want to squeeze Armin Smith's temples. Crimsy, it's a hard nug life, one man savage, nice dude, people up in a bowler hat, no payoff, official drags, oh no, it's Gar getting pegged under a bed sheet, Uwu, Vector, Vendetta, Archie, Mechanical Resonance, Sick Nick, Mad Fox 94, Exchange Induction, Barry Brain, Stick Rider, Broken Crown, Poor Bra for the racking, and buying all the Steam controllers for myself, Dave Stage 2000, Jake Spider Monkey 1994, hashtag Biggest Diggest, Schmo from Schmaddles to Schmidt, Chris Void, Vaz, Dennis, Game with Deadpool, Muskie, Big Fudge, Thrash, The Vibe, and Ott, Club No Pimkin, Jojo 6, Small Theme, Really Sword, Oracle, Blast 1314, Jimmy Chops, Master Killer, Firestorm 2056, Tom Snorlaxon 1867 18, Unknown 18 to 1867 18, comma, Unknown. Live action Scooby-Doo from 2002 deserves an Oscar. I own 6 copies of Click 2006 on Blu-ray. Bender Fondue, T-Train, Reisner, Non for Law, High Partial Main 8, Volksauto, Codman 4372, WX, Snake Eyes 227, MK296E, Hentai X, Mach, the Game of Fire, has 105, Tech Gaming, Jungle Zone. No, he's not there anymore. Joe, stop it. Slim Jim, Lord Baz II, Joe Laughs Us in the Moat, Galo Kaluto with Autism, PC Gamer, Jessica Shepard, Ricky Spower, DT Tabby, Xylophone, Doofenshmirtz, Academy Crew, The Steel Angel. I own 10 copies of Elf 2003 on Blu-ray. Cyrus 6771, 2 Jackson 940, Zickety, Cree Warrior 23, Max the Chip, Simple the Chap, Totally City, Black Cobra, Face the Wall, Zeno Lover, Night of Cypher, ML04, Wolf of Midnight, Pig Bean, Steve Studios, Spimble Kraken, Own Game, Treat, Brown, Thorns, Game, Magan X7, Emerson, Zano 3, Kind of for Wymax, Pop Power, Johnny Weston, God Godson, Rogue Wins 919, Zach Fane, Candy Kitten Taming, Heyman for Hire, Elden Noble, Frost Crystal by Genesis, Mega Key, Scruffy's Go, Ghost Ho, Ryusagi, Raptor Tim, Honest 94, Blue Hook, the Win, Wank in the Wind, Wankerly, Mr. Techno Squeak, Jody Petey, Smiggy, Wagerman, Jensen, McAdvertisement, David Garcia, Kibikins, I American Idiot, Harmon Smith, Other Jen, Ono, Justin Red, Roy Tooney, Extendable 7, Retro, Wannabe, Hobo, Westa, JMMSG, Veg, Groove Nana, Curtin Allen, Spack, Salt, Hazard, Rain on her night till she drags on your. Wait. Rain on her night till she drags on your lord. I don't get it. Is this a Game of Thrones meme? I'm too castle to understand. Is this a Bones meme that I'm too CSI to understand? None of what I said was funny. Okay, toodles.